In this video, I'm going over a little bit of the statistics found on the GLSEN website, but also the Human Rights Campaign website. So that's the one that I have brought up here. Both of those have great statistics and data, and sometimes put them into these nice infographics where you can make sense of the data a little bit better in a more visual way. And so on the Human Rights Campaign, I thought this was a really interesting infographic about who students are coming out to and why they come out and why they don't come out. So here's what I'd like to call your attention to, and I'll post both of these in the module, and you can come back and refer to some of the other statistics as you choose to. But 9 in 10 LGBT youth are out to their close friends, compared to 64% who are out to their classmates in general, 61% are out of school, and only 56% are out to their immediate family. So why is that important to us? Well, it shows here that students who are LGBT youth are more likely to tell their close friends than they are to tell their family. And in fact, maybe they're even more likely to tell you as their teacher than they are their family. So it might be the case that you have students who are out at school but not out at home. So that's something that you need to remember as a future educator, is that you may know something that maybe their immediate family doesn't. So one of the things that I think is important to point out is, why don't they come out? We are seeing the landscape change, and that's a great thing. But we're still seeing that 19% they're scared of the reaction, 30% feel like their family's not accepting, and 16% talk about religious reasons for why they don't come out, or 10% are saying that they're not ready. So there's a myriad of reasons of why students don't come out to their families during this time of youth. But I think another important piece is the safety piece. And so back up here, they talk about having a safe adult to talk to. And so right over here, youth who are out to their immediate family are twice as likely to report having an adult in their family that they could talk to if they were sad. So as a parent, that always breaks my heart if somebody doesn't have somebody that they can feel like they can talk to safely. So 63% of the youth who are out felt like they had an adult that they could talk to, compared to 47% of youth who are not out say they do not have an adult in the family that they could talk to. So again, it's not hard to understand that those who are out to their immediate family felt safe enough to do so. But what we are seeing is that half of students who are not out to their immediate family don't feel like they have an adult in their life that they can talk to. And that's where we as educators come in. It's not just LGBT youth, but some youth just don't feel like they have a safe place to be able to express their feelings. And so sometimes as teachers or principals or administrators or other kinds of instructional specialists, we may be the only adult in their life that they feel comfortable coming to. So that's one of my big things in creating the safe space for students, is that our classrooms should be a safe space for everyone, no matter your sexual orientation, no matter your gender identity, no matter your culture, no matter your race, no matter your socioeconomic status. It should be a safe place for everyone who's accepted. And so that particular statistic really stood out for me, because I feel like, wow, there's a place we can really make a big difference, is providing that safe space. So this is the one document. The other document that I would like to call your attention to is about curriculum. So in one of the videos, I talked about no promo homo laws, and that talks about where we are not allowed to talk about homosexuality as an acceptable lifestyle in health education. But teachers have taken that to mean we can't talk about same-sex couples at all, and that's not true. Same-sex couples or LGBT community should be represented in our curriculum, because again, students should be able to see people who are like them or like their families. And so this particular infographic talks about how much do we see that in the curriculum. So we see that only 19% of LGBTQ students were taught positive representations about LGBTQ people, and this is across the United States, not just in Texas. We see that only 6% of LGBTQ students received LGBT inclusive sex education at school. And based on that other graph that I showed you, you can kind of see why. There's not many states that actually cover that in their curriculum, and there are certain states that actually have no promo homo laws still in the books. So we do see that 18% have been taught negative content about LGBTQ topics. And again, not something that we want to see promoted, because we want to create that safe, inclusive environment. But with the no promo homo laws still in the books, as well as some of the top 10 banned books across the United States have been in regard to having some LGBTQ content. So we are still seeing that some negative remarks are being made, homophobic remarks are being made, and we're not seeing necessarily positive representations in our curriculum. So we are hoping that this will change over time so that again, our LGBTQ kids feel like they are in a safe environment where they see and hear and learn about other people who are like them and their families.